I think all of us are chasing after something that I like to call instruments to escape current reality. And it's a very specific kind of instrument that is, completely idiosyncratic to the individual, meaning it could look like different things to different people. And the reality is also of a very specific type. It's the social reality, the social fabric that we experience every day, day in and day out. Um, it's, caveat, not just the social reality, but the map that we've built of the world in our minds, the map of people that we've built in our minds, the map of societies, how societies are supposed to function, how culture is supposed to be, how belonging, how belonging is governed, in the sense that the rules that sort of tell you, cultural rules or societal rules that tell you, okay, if you do anything out of the ordinary, which is like these set of things, if you don't do them, you don't belong in the ordinary category. Um, yeah, so that's one thing. What else? Yeah, so instruments to change the social reality that you live in, right? Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm still thinking. And so the instrument could be money for some people, like, and for many it is the dominant social currency that they can use to escape their social reality. Um, the other one is your nervous system. Anything that makes your nervous system feel safe, not familiar, safe. Right. So it's a very huge difference between those two things. If there's something that makes your nervous system feel safe, then you can transcend. You can begin to transcend. You can begin to use uh, executive functioning skills that would have otherwise been inhibited by constantly being in survival mode. Um, Basically, humans are animals, right? We're social animals, and when our bodies perceive threats of any kind, it goes into it activates something called the limbic system, or our lizard brain. Um, and once that is activated, we become hyper vigilant to threats, and our executive functioning skills sort of get dialed down to, I don't know, not zero, but they get dialed down by a lot, and you're unable to remain rational in those situations. And if you're poor, like if someone is born poor, then they're constantly in survival mode with respect to the money. So it's like the way Naval Ravikant says it: money will solve all of your money problems, and it does. It can help you transcend the state that you're in with respect to the nervous system, remaining in the survival mode for extended durations of time. And when I say extended duration of time, I mean decades, like years and years, years after years. Um, so it can definitely get you out of that type of a survival mode and get you to a place where you do not have to worry about maybe your safety, your literally physical safety. But once you've transcended that, and this is like, again, classic Naval Ravikant, he says that lack of material resources can make you very unhappy, which is true, which is what I'm describing, like the state of poverty, or, you're not quite where you want to be. But becoming rich won't make you happy. And that's because once you transcend that kind of a state, what remains is doing work that doesn't actually require money at all in the first place. It requires something that is much more what the world would now describe as spiritual, but I would call it to be just philosophical, and basically making meaning of the life that you've lived so far. So it's going to be very specific to the individual that that is in question. Um, yeah, yeah, and so these instruments could look like different things. To someone, it could be um, could be could be I don't know. I think I'll, yeah.